Actually, for me, more be a cover. It my black media. Half an hour, I make sure so subscribing our channel, our liking, our comment, say at the amount. When he says, he says, sing-a-thon, one, any cook-a-thon, and so for yeah, there's some more also. Competition, no more ties. Nanina say, 2023, na yenya, Afua Asantewaa, or no best name for sing-a-thon, na. Obayi ebe stane ya na woman be stane ya no ya there a lot of challenges went on and on kwese edu baby kwa na odovi of nti ema nsem bi ahodo ekos woni say nyum no bi a woto ye no ya there amanfo akọ publishing na ensem amami anasa Asantewaa eka fa won die mema mekasa enware beko na ekotie ensem okai be a no ni GH1 for etwetwe nkomo ye ba e betos.
Afua, good morning to you.
Good morning, Lily.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing wonderful too. It's good to see you. Your voice is coming back, is it?
It's been back for a while. We've been jamming already.
Afua, you're such a strong lady, and a number of people would have still been in bed by now.
I know. I'm used to this, Lily.
I know. But how has it been? I mean, from the day you conceived this idea up until now, how has it been, the transition?
It's been very transforming. I didn't really expect this, but I think that I don't have control over it. It comes with it as well. So, I mean, it's been very, very transforming and challenging, making sure that you do not let your motherland down. It's a very difficult task. So, yeah.
Talking about letting your motherland down, was there any moment during those hours that you felt that, Charlie, I can't do this? You know, I've tried, at least for trying it's enough.
Hey, I don't think so, Lily. I don't think so, but I remember I was fighting sleep and I was just praying in my head that, you know, there shouldn't be anything that would make me go off. I've seen some funny videos where I was really dozing off and that was my invisible fear, but I don't think there was a point I said no. No.
But why did you decide to embark on this?
So I was there and I saw a trend on social media from, you know, Hilda's attempt. And I saw the mileage. So I just went on Guinness website and I said, okay, I don't like being comfortable. I like to try new stuff. So let me go there and check what's happening there. I saw a lot of records being set and booking. And I saw the longest singing marathon and I said, okay, I love music. Lily, I can't go a day without music. If you check my social media handles, you realize that I love music. And we've been having conversations about how to get Ghanaian music on the map. So I said, okay, let me link these two together, the passion and the quest to put Ghanaian music on the map. So I just went in for it. And we actually took it like a normal event. I thought I was going to have fun with it. I didn't know it was going to become a national assignment. Yeah.
Congratulations on that feat, by the way. But let's talk about the songs. I mean, you submitted your songs to Gamro, and by the time you realized that one of its members had leaked it online, and I saw the comment that you posted underneath that. How did you feel about that?
Yeah.
Did you feel betrayed?
I really felt bad because we had a strategy as to how we're going to release the list. We wanted to make it very official and let all the artists know, those who are involved know that on this date or this time, we are going to be playing your song to make it a bit official. And just few seconds or minutes after delivering it, it was on social media. I was really disappointed. Yeah.
Did you accept his apology?
I didn't follow up as to what I'm told there was a live interaction, but I didn't follow up again. I was asked to go off social media because I couldn't resist not responding to some of the comments. So they just took my phone away from me, but I don't know what happened afterwards.
Now, while you decided to do this, there was another Nigerian lady who had started hers. And then there were a lot of controversies about, oh, you cannot do it, or somebody has already started, so you cannot beat it. How did that make you feel going into the commencement of it?
I had millions of messages in my inbox. I think Facebook and TikTok. And I had very negative feedbacks. People were like, Madam, stop, don't even bother yourself. Nigeria is already... Anyway, it was coming from a lot of Ghanaians. even the Nigerians themselves were not giving me that vibe. You know, you have messages like you better do 150, or you don't have to let Nigerians laugh at us. Already they are in the lead. I mean, it was very, very, very provoking. But as I said, I psyched myself, and I knew there was going to be a distraction, if not from any country at all, from Nigeria, because we have this, you know, unusual debates and all that. So I just psyched myself that I'm not going to give her the attention and just focus on mine.
You had a lot of energy. I mean, look at the number of hours you were singing. What was your source of energy?
Lily, this question. Lily, first of all, let me give credit to God, because I think from Sunday to Tuesday, I had not eaten any proper food. What I term proper food is like some wache, some bayram pc, some fufu. All I was eating was Tom Brown and rice water. And after eating it less than an hour or probably an hour, the energy is gone. So I think I survived on the credit of God's tickets, because I don't know. Lily, I have no idea.
Now, let's talk about the breaks in between. I mean, were you struggling? Because looking at the number of minutes that you had to take those breaks, was it a challenge for you?
No, it wasn't. I think prior to the actual start of the sing-a-thon, I did 10 hours on my own at home without anybody helping me. So I actually psyched myself. And when we started the first day, I went in for the 4-hour, 20 minutes rest. So that one, we had quite some time to, you know, play around stuffs. But when we reset to an hour and 5 minutes rest, it became a bit, we were just pressured, because you have to do everything within 5 minutes. You have to eat, they have to check your BP, they have to do a lot of stuff. So, but I had fun. I was enjoying it. And it was on set. It's not like you have to move out of the set to be, So it was just there, and it made it a bit more comfortable for me.
So within those 5 minutes, were you taking showers?
Okay, so the very first 5 minutes in the morning, I take my shower, but the rest, of course, I can't be taking showers every 5 minutes. So the very first 5 and the last in the night, I do take my shower.
Let's look at the rules of the game. How well did yourself and your team sit down, look at the rules of the game, and then say that, okay, let's kickstart?
Yes, so they sent us a specific guideline document where we had, I mean, it's even all over. Most of the people, the public even equally have it. And we have a team member, Terrence, wherever he is, I say hi. He is a very strict, at a point I was like, are you not sure you're coming from Guinness? Because he comes into the box and is like, madam, you are going way over. And then he just puts me back in check. So every team member knows the rules, knows the guidelines, what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do. Yeah, we were abreast with all those details.
Now, talking about the details and then the guidelines, we understand, kindly help us understand if it's true, that your pauses were not supposed to be more than 30 seconds. Is that the case? And was it a challenge for you? Were you able to do those under 30 seconds?
Not the pauses. They said they know that before a song starts, it takes probably 30 seconds before the actual lyrics of the song starts. Now, if you take some or most of our songs, it is more than 30 seconds. Especially the high lives and like Emrika. When you sing Emrika's first verse, it takes more than 30 seconds to sing the second verse. So that is not my doing. Yeah. So probably that is why they have the list of the songs. I know they're going to listen to it. Except a few ones that I got carried away, like Ebony's Hustle, where sometimes I, get so much into it and then I have few seconds after the 30 seconds to start. But even that, they have a lot of hours to deduct it from. So we're okay.
Now let's talk about Kofi, your husband. He was very supportive. I'm sure he's as proud of you as you are of him.
Yeah, so he's a very reserved man. When I saw him with the plaque, I said, "Hey, since when?" Because you would barely hear him talk or barely see him in the limelight. But I don't know what happened at this time. Probably, let me say, maybe it's our time together. So he was very, very influential, very active. I didn't see him in the box very often. I could only see him from a distance outside my glass. And so I can't really tell what exactly he was doing. But after I've seen a few videos of him granting interviews, and I'd like to use this platform to say a very big thank you to him. He really did great for me. Right from the day I told him I was applying, he gave me the go ahead. He was really excited. I remember when the email came in that I've gotten the approval, all he told me was, get ready, we are going to do Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. And I said, is that what you say? He says, I know you can do this. Yeah, so he's been very, very influential.
What did you tell him when it was all said and done? What did you say to him?
I told him thank you, but I think he didn't hear me. That was the Friday that we were supposed to get ready for the party. We all slept. I don't know where we were at that particular moment, but he couldn't even open his eyes. Oh. That's the reason I got to the venue before him, because every effort and attempt to get him ready was not working. He was extremely tired. So I think he did not hear it, but at the right time, I know what I'm going to do for him.
Let's talk about your girls. What role do they play in all of this, your 3 kids?
Oh, they gave me a puppy toy. They gave me a teddy bear, but they call it a puppy toy. And it was a request that I take it with me. And if you really monitored or watch, you realize that anytime that I'm a bit down, I just go and sit down and I grab the puppy toy, or I lay my head on it and, play around it. They've been very, very, very...
Was that the supposed puppy toy you were with in the box?
Yes. That's the name they call it. They call it a puppy toy.
So that was your source of inspiration, because we realized that from time to time you pick it up, try to cuddle it.
I think there was a picture where I was hugging the puppy toy and I was looking up. I was like, oh my God, these girls are watching me. Don't do this to yourself.
But were you hospitalized after the whole event?
No, I wasn't hospitalized. I wasn't. So after the whole event, okay, so let me use your platform to let you know that I think Monday before the actual sing-a-thon, we were attacked in the night by robbers in our house.
Ooh.
We couldn't get in. And then I think the Wednesday before I started on Sunday too, we had that. When we got home, they had broken into our home, but we don't know how they got in. They just scattered all our stuff. They didn't take money. They didn't take anything. All they took was my husband's deodorant and spray. There were laptops. There were money. They didn't take anything. They just came to mess the place up. That was the Wednesday before I started. So we had to leave home and then go lodge in a hotel and all that. So after the sing-a-thon, we couldn't have gone back home. We had to lodge in a hotel. And the CEO of St. Michael's said that would be a very expensive,
But if
thing to do.
Psychologically, mentally, how did that make you feel? I mean, you had few hours.
Lily, Thursday was terrible. Anybody who saw me on Thursday would have, or I know would have said somewhere that I'm stressed already, but I didn't know what was actually happening to me. Because the Wednesday night, we couldn't sleep in our bedroom. We slept at the living room. And we were scared because Lily, our doors and windows were intact. We don't know how the person got into the room. All we know is our room has been shattered and scattered. So we didn't sleep throughout the night. And Thursday, oh, Lily, terrible experience.
We're sorry you had to go through
we went to Holiday Inn, and the CEO of St. Michael said, no, we can't watch you pay all those, bills. We have an apartment. They call it the Kofor apartment at their facility, which is like an apartment. So we should just come and rest there. So that's how come we went to St. Michael's.
Okay, there was a man that purportedly was the person who had attempted the record you were trying to break, and later it came out that it was false and all that. But let me ask, in all of this, while you were trying to deal with the breaking and all that, where were your children? How were they dealing with it?
Yeah, so we had to, I think the last day they wrote their exams at school, we had to take them to my dad. Unfortunately, mommy is out of the country, so it's dad that has been helping. And they couldn't even enjoy their end of term Christmas, those Christmas celebrations and all that. But we spoke with them. And even prior to their exit from our house, they were having those conversations in school, some of their mates and their teachers, even the cleaners were, engaging them on what their mom was about to do. So it was just wise that we take them to grandpa to have enough space and, to be able to operate well. Because the last girl, she is Asantewaa. She is wilder than I am. She's really, really wild. She doesn't give me a breathing space. So it was best that we take them to grandpa. And they really understood us. They are very okay.
In all of this, the security service, were they responsive during the break-in or after the break-in?
They were. I mean, right? I think most of the security happened at the Akwaba village because that was where we were from Thursday. No, I think, yeah.
No, I'm talking at the breaking into your house.
No, not at all. I think probably after we are going to have some comments. I had the chance to, the IGP reached out to me.
Did you report it when it happened? Did you immediately report when it happened?
Yes, we did. But the area we are in, this is about the second time we have, and nothing seems to have happened. So I was just hoping that after everything, we'll just be a courtesy call to the IGP to see what they can do for us because it was scary.
Your father was also there at the event.
Yes.
Was that another source of motivation for you?
Yes, but at a point I became very emotionally. I mean, afterwards I saw some videos where he was dozing off at some point. I've seen videos where he was praying, and that man has been with me all through all my events. He doesn't sleep, and I pray for strength for him, Lily. He will come to my tent, Afua, mewa Hawaii, mewa ha, minko baby abon modern year. And those words kept me going. I mean, the Sunday we started, there weren't a lot of people. You could only see him under the canopy straight ahead of me. And I'm like, wow, that's my #1 supporter.
So there were reports flying around that, the person who held the record prior to you was there to support you and later turned out to be an ambassador. How did that make you feel? I'm sure you saw the reports.
I laughed together with my husband. We laughed, and I said, "Oh, that's His Excellency Mahe. He's a very close friend to my family, and he's been with us all these years that he's been in Ghana." So when I saw the news, I actually had to go and look for the Indian man's picture, and they really do look alike. They really do look alike, but it's not the Indian man. It's His Excellency.
Was there a team from the Guinness Book of Records to monitor you?
Yes, but I wouldn't know them in person, but I know that definitely they have reps and they were monitoring online as well because I think last night they reached out to me via Instagram that they are awaiting my evidence. And I told them that the site is very slow. I mean, uploading a video for 5 days, 24 hours each is not easy. So they said that in case we have any challenges, we should let them know. Yeah, so they know. They are aware.
So how long do you anticipate it will take to receive a positive response from them?
Right now, the challenge is the upload. I mean, there's the witness statement, the timer statement, and all that. They are ready. Those are just documents that we have to scan. But the video itself, I mean, copying the file alone is taking like a whole day and more. So I'm just bringing that. If I wanted to even ask them if we could deliver in person, because our type of record attempt is a longer one. It's not like the short ones you can just upload and it's gone. So we are just praying that the upload will be very smooth.
And are you within a time limit to submit your work?
Not so much under pressure. I think we have a month and more, but it depends. If you really you don't want someone, attempting and taking over from what you just did quickly. So the earlier the better. So we are doing everything possible to make sure that they receive it.
Lots of people were there to support you, the celebrities. Our bosses were even there to support you.
Yeah.
Was that also an inspiring moment for you? Or was it a distraction? At some point, you had to come, give people thumbs up through the glass.
Lily, at a point, I remember I asked one of the DJs to pinch me to see if I'm still alive. I just wanted to feel my flesh. I just wanted to be sure that I'm really not dreaming because the support that came, I don't know. I've not seen any event with that kind of massive support.
Yeah.
I don't know. I call it divine because people had to move from their house to the venue without me calling them or begging them. People came to show me love, didn't even want to go home. There were other people who stayed with me from Sunday. I saw them continuously throughout till I finished. And I'm like, if it's not grace, what would this be? You can barely get people. People were supposed to celebrate with their families at home, Lily.
Yeah.
They were to, at a point I was like, okay, so now the Christmas is at Akwaba. People came with their mattresses. I saw pictures of about 4 or 5 people lying down together late in the night. Wow, that was a shocker for me. It was a shocker for me. And I owe each and every Ghanaian, even those who couldn't come there, spent a lot on data. You know how much data is lately. And they watched me via, and this, oh my goodness. Lily, don't make me emotional, please.
Now, the vice president of the land, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, was there. When you saw him, what was your reaction?
I remember I was running. I don't know where I was running to, but I just remember me running. I don't know. And they stopped me because I wasn't expecting
it was
him.
surreal.
Yeah. And all that was running through my head was he watching at home? Was he watching me? Why did he come there? Like, I had those conversations. And interestingly, he was monitoring and realized that I had lost my voice. So he actually ordered a drug for me, only for the drug to arrive when I had finished the attempt. So he sent me the drug. I have it currently. That it was the fastest remedy to have healed my voice at the point that I lost it. Yeah. So it tells me that really, initially it was just about me doing it at home. I remember planning with Hosby that we're going to do it in our living room. And now it has become a national assignment. Everybody's involved. There was no escape route because this was something that I needed to do for Ghana. And the unity that it brought, the love, even though he was there, there were other politicians. I think I saw I saw a lot of politicians. Right. I'm trying to remember a few names.
There are a lot of them there.
Yeah, so a lot of them, but the unity was there. There was nothing like politics. You know, everybody was excited, learning new lyrics. I don't know.
Now, Afua, before you ended, we understand you wanted to go on before your medical team said that, listen, it's time to call it quits here. We've done enough. Why did you want to go on?
Okay, so when we started on Sunday, I think by Tuesday, all the stress, all the voice challenge was healed. And that was the 3rd day. All the crisis that we went through, we had recovered. We gained grounds after the 3rd day. So that was where I had extra energy. I don't know about my physics and what they saw, but inwardly, I was strong. I was very okay. My voice had stabilized and all that. So, and then I remember, I think it wasn't Monday or Tuesday, one of the days we had Dumso. Our lights went off and we had to, stop for a few, I don't know if it's an hour, I don't really remember, but we had to stop for a while. And then those seconds that I was sipping all the honey and warm water, I wanted to make minutes and seconds to cover all that. Right. So I really wanted to extend it to Sunday to make sure that even if they do a 15 hours deduction, we are still around 120 to make it difficult for any other person to, attempt and break the record. That was my intention.
Are you back to Afua Asantewaa that we know?
Yes, I am back. Lily, why this question?
It's just a harmless question.
Lily, I know where you are getting. I know.
It's just a harmless question. Are you back to the Afua Asantewaa that we know?
Because I saw a video where I was arranging carpet. I was like, hey, me family.
But Afua, how do you feel now? Do you think that these are things that Ghanaians should continue doing, supporting wholly owned Ghanaian things?
Yes, Lily. There were some positive comments that I chanced on that really, really inspired me. Some of the comments were, even if you make it to the 105 hours or not, you are still a champ. You've still made us proud. Even if Guinness recognizes you or not, you've still made us proud. I want us to channel these energies everywhere, not just music, not just for me. I mean, we have the Black Stars at the battlefield at the moment. I know they've not been giving us good records lately, but they still need that love, Lily. It doesn't matter. The effort, for effort alone, is something we should celebrate. Not most of the African countries couldn't qualify. To even qualify is worth celebrating. So I want us to channel this support, this unity, this love they gave me. It means that we can do it as Ghanaians, really.
Now, if you talk about support, there's another Ghanaian attempting to break the longest time for cooking. Final 2 in Tamale. What's your message to her?
Yeah, I think I posted her and I wish the very best. I pray for strength for her. I saw her from day one. She was doing a lot of banku and I said, hey, girl, slow down with the banku because I was scared for her. You know, she wants to do 7 days because her particular category, there are a lot of eye on that cookathon thing. I know there are about 3 other people who have been approved. Even back in Nigeria, there's a guy who has been approved to embark on a cookathon attempt. So with what she's doing, it is much more delicate than mine. At least mine, you barely have people trying to attempt the singathon thing. But with the cookathon, the pressure on that particular category is crazy. So I just want her to take her time. I was just praying that my team would conclude early so that we could pass through. But unfortunately, we had Royal Saint-Chi. That was the prize we had to, fulfill. So we are here currently. But I'm with her and I'm watching it throughout. I don't miss anything unless I'm out of my room. And I know that she will make it. If I was able to do it, I know that she will make it.
What will you tell Ghanaians?
I want Ghanaians to support her like they did for me. I mean, it's very, very beautiful to see how the women empowerment thing is turning out. It brings me so much joy. I don't know, even if both of us don't get anything out of it, the fulfillment in the fact that we have inspired a lot of women. And I know that more attempts are coming in. You should expect more because we have made it easier. Before you see Guinness World Records that not many people could attempt. It's now home. And you see a lot of people DMing me, I want to attempt this, that zeal, that can-do spirit is what we are looking for. That gives us the fulfillment. So I want to tell Ghanaians to continue supporting, regardless of the outcome. We are in for this and we are not giving back. We are not giving up. And we'll continue to make sure that we make Ghana proud and put Ghana on the map.
Now, if once you submit your work, what are your expectations?
Lily, I saw some of the video. I said, hey, go for it. Their review will be very interesting because there's a trend on TikTok when I lost my voice with Jackie's song. But I know, you see, one thing I believe they are looking out for is reality. They know we are human and they wouldn't be extremely strict. Maybe the worst they can do is to take out a lot of hours. And I cannot really have a good recap of the entire 5 days I did. But I know that definitely as human as I am, there were some, mistakes that I might have done. But the God who allowed them to approve it before they even wanted to will take care of it.
Okay, Fuasan, thank you very much. Now you can go on your sleepathon.
I prefer your call Akusie in some year. Afua Asantewaa editu yabre ano ne GH14 the etwehwe nkomo na haye K Black Media message say wo hwe na subscribe na wo share na wo comment.